a question from a goalie who was experiencing some discomfort in his elbow after playing, and it would kind of ache for a few hours after playing as well. And I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if it was, discomfort on the inside of the elbow, the outside of the elbow, the middle. Not sure exactly what was bothering him, but I kind of went through in my head what some of the potential causes could be. So around the elbow, a lot of the muscles that control your hand or your wrist movements, those muscles are in your forearm, and they attach up at your elbow. So immediately I thought, is there something he's doing at his wrist that's putting stress on the attachment of the muscle at the elbow? So the first question was, are you death gripping your stick? So is he really, getting excited in the play and holding the stick so tight that those muscles are really contracting hard and just pulling on the attachments chronically? That could give him the discomfort. Then the other thing I thought was, holding the stick and kind of using it in this way. So that's actually abduction, adduction at the wrist. And that could be pretty fatiguing because the stick is such a long lever, and that's a pretty small muscle group. So that could be fatiguing him. So what I thought was a few resistance exercises that we can work on. So this one I'm just going to use resistance band, and I have it underneath my foot just as an anchor. And then I'm holding the loop just like this, so as if I was going to shake somebody's hand. My forearm is resting on my thigh, and I'm just lifting up and letting down. Lifting up and lowering down. Let me show you from the side what it looks like. Now I definitely want to keep my forearm on my knee. It's not a lot of movement, and people want to feel like they're getting lots of movement, so it's common to sort of add a little biceps curl in there. But please don't. Keep your forearm down on your leg. Now to do the opposite direction, so we worked this motion, but to do the opposite movement, which is strengthening this motion, you're going to need to almost do like a kickback, but with just your wrist. So keep your elbow stable. Some people even do it over, like over a bench. I mean, I find that a little bit cumbersome. I prefer to just do it like a kickback. You can also do those movements with a weight, and actually a hammer is a perfect tool because it's heavy at the one end. But I am using just a 5-pound dumbbell here, and I'm holding it right down at the one end, so I can do my lifts this way. And then I can also do a lift this way. The next thing I think about when I think of the wrist is just pronation, supination, and pronation, so the rotation of the wrist. And again, hammer is a great tool to just roll this way, roll that way. Again, keeping your forearm down, resting on your thigh. And then to do the other direction, you would grab at the other end, and then turning up, turning around, up. So those are a few exercises you can work on that will strengthen the muscles in your forearm and hopefully take some of the stress off the attachments, which may be the cause of the elbow pain. As always, if you try a few of these simple interventions and it's not helping at all, then, or that pain's getting worse, then you really should go to a good qualified sport medicine doctor or sport medicine physiotherapist to try to get at the root cause of what's contributing to that discomfort. Also wonder if there's a deficiency in range of motion at the wrist. So some people have trouble, maybe because of where they work or the way they work or just their consistent positions, they lose range of motion. So you want to see, can you turn your palms flat down to the floor, and is it the same on each side? Can you turn your palms straight up to the ceiling, and is that the same on each side? Can you turn your palms out towards your thumb? Can you turn your palms in towards your baby finger? When you flex your wrists, are they equal? And when you extend your wrists, are they equal? And do those movements both with your elbows bent at your side and with your arms straight out in front. And look for equal range of motion. And you should at very least be able to get your palms straight up. So if both your hands, this is as far as you can rotate them up, then that's a problem. You should be able to rotate them fully up and fully down. So run that little test and see if you have the range of motion. If you're lacking the range of motion, the test just becomes the exercise. So you can just do a little assisted supination if you're lacking that range of motion. Not forcing it, just assisting to feel a gentle stretch. Wrist extension, you can just put your hands together and then bring your elbows out. Wrist flexion, you just start with your elbow bent and kind of hold your wrist in a flexed position, and then slowly straighten out your elbow. And you'll probably feel a little stretch up in here. So if you don't have the range of motion, you can strengthen all you want, but you're still going to have the problem. So check and see what your range of motion is like, and then try out these strengthening exercises. So I hope that helps you out. I hope that answers your questions. Thanks a lot for taking the time to submit those questions. It really helps me. Sometimes I get stuck for ideas on exercises or videos to make, so that's great. If you're looking for a full off-season goalie-specific training program, go over and check out ultimategoalietraining.com. I put it together just for you guys, so go see what that's all about, and have a great day.